So, what we are doing in yoga practice is we are opening up the body. We are releasing it of its tensions, of its tightness, of the stresses and the emotional discord we have created through our thinking process that is being misled for too long. Whenever you finish alignment-based practices of yoga, you start to feel every asana is allowing you to feel more light, as though a light is coming from within, outside, and something from outside is also coming within. It's a two-way communication. Your eyes feel brighter, your ears feel sharper, your brain feels less foggy and dense. You don't feel so dark. One might say, but why do I want to go outside and have all this lightness? No different than why we never just stay at home all day long. Nobody can stay in their home for a whole year or 10 years and not go out somewhere. Every day you go out. Some days you go out to the mall. Some days you go to the grocery stores. Some days you go to church. Some days you're with your friends. You're at a dinner. You're going for a bike ride. The great outdoors, school. The list is endless. Work. You're always doing something. Sometimes you're just in your backyard or in your neighbor's house. The point is, the house is a metaphor for your body. Our bodies have become constricted, tense, and we are constantly under this pressure. You can see why people have high blood pressure, why people have anxiety, why people have depression, because we have not learned how to deal with the energy of life flowing freely from an emotional and psychological standpoint. So I constantly need to pay attention to what I need to do and how to manage these life's energies that have been given to me. So your question was what? Where does karma play into this? There's a lighter version of karma, which is as you sow, so shall you reap. But that's a very layman's term of karma. When we talk of karma, it has two words, kar and ma. Ma means me. What do I need to do to transform and uplift this biophilic, biophotonic energy in my body? See, we all have memories. In addiction, those memories are really painful. Are you absolutely sober right now? You're sure? You're sure? You are sober right now. So right now you are not an addict. What you're suffering is the memory of addiction. The memory of what happened for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Most people are suffering the burden of yesterday in the current moment. That is not something you need to suffer. Pain is okay. Pain of a needle poking your body, or if you stumbling on the road and hitting your knee, that's pain. And that's okay. For that we have medication. But suffering, that's a creation of the human mind. We don't need to suffer. What yoga does is it helps you to unshackle the presence that is you from the calcification, the hardness, the acidity created by the memory of yesterday. And it's so painful, it weighs you down, doesn't it? Your physical weight may not be there, but the mental and emotional weight is so much you feel sometimes you're paralyzed and you can't move. Because your daughter or your son might say, hey, mom, dad, what are you doing with your life? And this is a problem. You are constantly bombarded from the outside, but not been given a chance to experience how to deal with the life's energies that move through your emotions, move through your psyche. Right from schooling years, we are never told how to deal if someone calls you a poopy diaper. If someone says, hey, you're not as good looking as the other girls, or you're not as smart as someone else in math. You could be smart in something else. Just like a teacher is good in math doesn't mean she's good in history. That's why she only can teach math. There are very few teachers who can teach all subjects, far and few in between. Yet in school you're called to be very good in many subjects. It's a fallacy. Someone might be excellent in gardening, painting, music, math, science, literature, the sciences, the vastness is tremendous. We have to constantly pay attention to the energy of life moving through us and pay attention how to channelize this energy. And that's where yoga works from the hardware, which is the body, to the software. What's happening in you? What was your other question? Your other question you asked me, I think, was, so do I just suppress all these feelings? Correct?
Right, the bad memories.
Correct. That's the worst thing to do. The more you suppress it, the more it grows. Look at all the yards in the United States. 90% of people put toxic chemical spray on all the yards to kill the dandelion and all the weed. And however much you suppress it, it grows back again. You don't do it one season and it's back again. The more you suppress your emotions, the more you suppress those memories, the painful ones especially, the more they take seed. So yoga, when you say I'm practicing yoga practice, it is to break the karmic memory. On a deeper level, karma is the memory stored from two extremes, extreme of joy or extreme of pain. Nobody thinks of letting go the memories of joy. Everybody focuses on the painful memories, right? Because joy is your inherent nature. Pain is not your inherent nature. Pain is just there to tell you, don't do this again. But suffering, what most people do is they suffer the weight of yesterday, and that's not necessary because yesterday is over. That's why no medication can actually cure the suffering of the mind. It only suppresses the suffering, and the more you suppress it, the more suicide increases. There is an estimate that by 2045, the suicide rate is going to increase almost 20% globally because of the very same thing you're saying. Should I suppress my feelings? Never. Yoga practice gives you an opportunity to release it into the great outdoors. What is God? One way to look at it is the great outdoors. Take your practice, go to some hilltop, catch it at a sunrise, catch at a sunset, and see what happens when you do yoga on the outside. Yes, we have to practice in a center because we need to learn the techniques and the principles of yoga, but eventually we need to live it. So we never perform our yoga. We're striving to connect to the life's energies flowing through us and get in touch with those energies and use those energies to generate more joy for ourselves and everybody around us. There's no perfect human being. We're all striving for it. Start to recognize that thing you're calling pain has to be released, not suppressed. This is beautifully expressed even in the prayer of Gethsemane. The Lord never suppressed that pain. If what he said is true in the Bible, he said, take this chalice of suffering away from me. But let it be by thy will, not mine. So he completely created a vibration called Ishvara Pranidhana, a sense of surrender to the God of his understanding. So what is the God of your understanding? Release it, offer that. Say, I am willing to walk the way, to live the way, to speak and talk in the way. This is the original teachings of Christ for the first 300 years. All those who followed him were called the followers of the way. They were not called Christian. Let's get our facts straight. The Bible came some 300 years later because the Roman emperor wanted to control everybody. The followers of the way, and you just express the way. So God bless you for doing this alignment-based yoga that we teach. It creates tremendous inner fulfillment. That's the single most important element to create Santosh. Is a feeling of thank you, feeling of gratitude. I'm grateful for this gift of life.
Grateful for you teaching me.
Namaskar.
Guiding me.